Hey everyone, so this is Miss Batchelor. Welcome back to our Unit 4 for equations and inequalities. So before we start our two-step and multi-step equations, I want to go over how to think about solving an equation. So solving an equation is just like wrapping a present and giving it to somebody. So if you put a gift in a box and you wrap it in wrapping paper and then you put a bow on top, you can, when you give it to somebody for them to unwrap, they're unwrapping it in the reverse order that you wrapped it. You take the bow off, they take off the wrapping paper, they open the lid to the box. So solving an equation is pretty much the same concept. You're undoing the things, the last thing that was done to the equation. So this equation is 5x minus 8 equals 12. So the last thing that was done was minus 8. Now I got to think about what operation is opposite of minus 8, and that is plus 8. So we're going to add 8 to both sides. That's 8. That's 8. And then we're going to bring down the 5x because we haven't done anything with it. Now minus 8 plus 8 are the inverses, so they cancel out. 12 plus 8 is 20. Now we have 5x. That was the first thing done, so it's the last thing we do. So 5 times x as multiplication. So to undo that, we divide. And then we get rid of 5 divided by 5 is 1, so they cancel out and we're left with just x because you still have the variable, equals 20 divided by 5 is 4. And there you go. Now, if you always wanted to figure out, does your answer match the equation, you can always plug it in and to see if it works. So 5 times 4 minus 8 equals 20, minus 8 is 12. So it does work. All right, now we're going to look at multi-step equation. So I'm going to do one, and then you're going to have another one to do. So I'm going to do this one, and you're going to be doing this one on your own. So let's take a look here at the equation. So I'm just going to rewrite it. I like to have something in front of me. Okay. All right, so when you see here is you have 10x minus 5 minus 7x equals negative 8 times 6 plus 5x. So I want to review those steps that we looked at before. So remember here, simplify on each side of the equal sign, distribute across any parentheses and combine like terms. Well, that's what we're going to do because I saw some parentheses and I saw some things we could combine. Okay, so let's look here. I can combine the 10x and the negative 7x because they're the same thing. So I'm going to change their color so we can look at that they are the same thing. Okay, so 10x minus 7x is what? That is 3x, and I'm going to bring everything else down. I like to do one thing at a time, but you could actually gone ahead and done the right side with the parentheses and then bring everything down. It's up to you. I like to do one step at a time. Reset. Okay. Sorry, I accidentally reset my screen. So plus 5x. Now we can do parentheses. So I need to distribute this negative 8 right here to the 6 and 5x. Now you cannot combine 6 and 5x, they're not like terms, so I have to distribute first. Let me go back to being black. So 3x minus 5 and bring that down. So negative 8 times 6 is what I'm doing first. Times 6, and then plus negative 8 times 5x. Okay, so I'm showing you how I distribute it. Again, you don't have to do that. You can just go ahead and put what you get. I'm just showing you what happens. So then we have 3x minus 5 again. So negative 8 times 6 is negative 42. And then negative 8 times 5x, not 42, 48, sorry. Okay, I was doing 6 times 7. So for negative 48, then negative 8 times 5 is negative 40x. Don't forget there's an x with it. Okay, so now we have done that. So now we need to think about, okay, what operations do we see? We see 3 times x minus 5 equals negative 48 minus 40 times x. So we need to get variables on one side. So I always like to put the variable on the left, or some people like to look at, okay, which one would give me a positive version of the x. I don't have to worry about negatives. So I have a 3x and negative 40x. So which one's bigger? 40. So I'm going to move the 40. So negative 40. So I'm going to undo that. So that is adding 40x plus 40x on both sides. Okay, so 3 plus 40x is 43x. Bring down the minus 5, haven't touched it. Bring down the negative 48, haven't touched it. Negative 40x plus 40x is 0. They cancel out. That's what we wanted. Now x is on one side. But I got to get that constant, -5, with the -48. Since the 43x is already on that side, we do not want to bring the -48 on that side as well. That puts everything on the same side. We don't want that. We want them on opposite sides so we can get the x by itself. So now I guess I need to move the -5. Okay, what is the opposite of -5? +5. Okay, and you got to do it on both sides. Lisa, I keep doing that. I hit the wrong button by accident. +5. Okay, so bring down the 43x. Haven't used it yet. -5 plus 5 is 0. They cancel out. -48 plus 5 is -43. Remember, subtract 48 minus 5 is 43. Take the sign of the bigger number, so -43. And now we can get rid of the number by the x, which is 43. So that is being multiplied, so the opposite is division. Okay, so 43 divided by 43 is 1. That means it cancels out and x is by itself. You can put 1 beside it, but you don't have to. So -43 divided by 43, they're the same number, so they become 1, and it's negative, so it's -1. So my answer is -1. Again, if you wanted to confirm, you could just plug it into the whole equation and simplify, and you want the same number on both sides, okay? So your job is to do this problem on your own. It's the same thing. So I hope you enjoyed learning about solving two-step and multi-step equations, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.